Very little from right now is Trump's wife, Melania. Brian Todd has the latest on that. Why hasn't she been more visible, Brian?
Well, if we have been pressing the Trump campaign about that, we have not gotten an answer yet. Melania Trump is seen as someone, maybe the only person, who might be able to help Donald Trump at least address some of these allegations in public. But tonight, her silence is resonating.
Right now, I am being viciously attacked with lies and smears. It's a phony deal. I have no idea who these women are.
As the accusations pile up, the most important woman in Donald Trump's inner circle has stayed silent and has been largely absent from the campaign trail since her ill-fated speech at the Republican convention.
My parents impressed on me the values that you work hard for what you want in life.
Melania Trump made it clear early in the campaign that she would focus much of her time raising their son, Barron. But she did issue a statement the morning after the Access Hollywood tape came out, saying, quote, "The words my husband used are unacceptable and offensive to me. This does not represent the man that I know." Through her lawyers, Mrs. Trump also sent a letter to the writer and editor of a People magazine article. She threatened to sue them, not over the writer's allegations that Trump sexually assaulted her, but over a passage which claimed, falsely according to Melania Trump, that the writer once casually met Mrs. Trump on the street.
Well, it's nitpicking. And it's not part of the larger issue.
How does Melania Trump really feel about all the allegations? Why hasn't she come out and spoken at any length about them to cameras?
We love you too.
The campaign isn't commenting. A crisis communications guru has a theory.
I think there's a real fear. What else might there be?
Mrs. Trump does have examples to follow.
Usually in campaigns, wives are used to be validators of their husband, to be a voice to talk about their husband. Wives in campaigns, or spouses in general in campaigns, are often used to tell the public about a side of the candidate that they otherwise would not know.
A role immortalized by Hillary Clinton in a 1992 60 Minutes interview after Jennifer Flowers said she'd had a long-running affair with Bill Clinton.
I'm not sitting here as some little woman standing by my man like Tammy Wynette. I'm sitting here because I love him and I respect him and I honor what he's been through and what we've been through together. And you know, if that's not enough for people, then heck, don't vote for him.
But so far, none of that from Melania Trump. It's been left to her husband.
And by the way, we're stronger today than we ever were before, which is great.
If Mrs. Trump addresses the multiple allegations, how should she do it?
They need to take her out of the cocoon, take her out of hibernation. She needs to be front and center, talking about this issue, showing her forgiveness.
Now, the New York Times reports that Donald Trump and his advisors have considered a joint television interview that he and Melania Trump would give to a major network. But the Times says after the statement from the Access Hollywood anchor who Trump talked about in that initial Access Hollywood tape, and after excerpts from his interviews with Howard Stern came out, campaign officials nixed that idea. The Trump campaign would not comment on that or give us any comment for our story today. Wolf?
Brian, if she does do a joint interview with him, most observers don't believe it really could save his campaign, do they?
Most of them really do not, Wolf, at this point. The crisis communications specialist we spoke to, he called this crisis, quote, unwinnable. He says what the family has to think about at this point is saving the Trump brand, the Trump properties, the TV entities, the products.